Hello friends. In today's class we are going to learn why we required semantic analysis phase. Welcome again, and we are starting the new topic here, and the topic is semantic analysis. So this part is the introduction, and we will set up the foundation that why actually this semantic analysis phase is required, and also we'll try to understand few other requirement that what how this semantic analysis can be done. So to start with this, that this is the topic that we're learning. Compiler needs to know. Okay, so there are various things compiler required to know, and we have summarized that those requirement as like this. That now compiler needs to know that whether a variable has been declared or not. Okay, so simply you started your program main. Okay, you started with this something like a main program, and within the main program just you say a is equal to b plus c. Okay, now before that you parse it and find it whether it is correct or not. You have to know whether the variable has been declared or not. Are there variable which has not been declared? Okay, so whether been declared previously or not, and whether there is a variable that like a, b and c that has not at all been declared. Okay, what is the type of the variable? Okay, so now if you declared a variable like int a comma b comma c, then definitely I need that what is the type of the variable. That a b c is of integer data type. Okay, so a b and c are integer data type. Okay, so this should be known. Whether a variable is scalar, single value, array, set of values, or consecutive values, or function. So what is the data type actually? Okay, what is the data type? Scalar data type, or there is an array, vector, or there is a function. What declaration of the variable does each references use? Okay, so now that is what references that it is each variable is using. If an expression is a type consistent. Okay, so now if we are writing an expression, suppose a is equal to b plus c minus d. So now this is a type consistent or not? Mean this for equal to operator, both side must have similar data type, similar data type, right? So that must be also required. If an array use like a I j k consistent with its declaration, how many argument does the function take? Okay, so that is also compiler needs to know that what is the number of argument. Okay, so if I'm declaring a function int f, and then I'll say int a and int b, and I call this function with f of only, let's say, a, then they should throw an error because the number of argument here in this case is 2 and here it is 1. Are all invocation of the function consistent with the declaration? Okay, so you can say that if you say f I declared as a void f and let's say int, and suppose I do this int a is equal to f. Now this is not consistent with its declaration. Okay, because this should not return any value, it is returning some value. Okay, and last one is related with your fundamentals of object oriented programming, that operator and functions is overloaded, which function is being invoked. Okay, so which function or which operator, where to apply this particular operator. So something that is related with your operator or function overloading. Okay, so these are the key things that compiler needs to know. The problem is that a parser, a syntax analysis phase will not solve this question, this answer. Okay, syntax analysis phase. Syntax analysis job is not not to this do this checking. Okay. And if you recall one of our discussion that this whether a variable has been declared before its use. Okay, this, if you look at this particular problem, whether a variable has been declared, this is a requirement. And but if you look at this particular problem, it is described by the language WCW. Okay, where C can be any string of 0 comma 1 whole star, and W is a string. Okay, so I want to know that this is the declaration part and this is the use part, and we know that this requirement or this syntax is not context free. This is what a context sensitive. Okay, so this sensitive requirement. Okay, so now context free grammar cannot do or find out this answer. Okay, so this all things that we are doing over here is basically basically this is a semantic analysis. Okay, and we need to do to come to this conclusion, like simple conclusion, that how many variables. Okay, there are many terms are here which are basically the related with type checking. Okay, but here there are many constraints that required some computation. Okay, so the many computation involved over here, and that computation will be done by using some technique that is termed as SDT, a syntax directed translation. Okay, so this is the introduction part, why we need this phase, why parser is not capable enough to handle this particular phase. Okay, so that's all for this discussion. Thank you.